Well, for me, the stuff I've looked in now, so I encourage everyone to go and watch Fear City on Netflix. It's a 3-part docuseries, and it's a real-life story of how they took down the mafia in New York in the 70s and 80s with Rudy Giuliani, and Donald Trump's also involved with this too. Go and watch it all, and you'll see that the FBI are good people. We don't think they are. You'll see that there's a lot of intelligence all around the world working on this, and what they used was something called the RICO Act. And the RICO Act allows you to take down a whole organisation in one sweep, which they did and was successful from. So leading on to your question then, after watching that, you know that the good guys are involved because you see what goes into it. It's amazing. And also I'd encourage people, watch it knowing what's going on now and it's about to happen. And the FBI, I'll give you a little example. So the FBI would say, we would do undercover work on a murderer. It'd take us 2 years. We finally arrest him. We take him out of the game and then straight away there's another murder the next day. And it's just like, how are we going to do this? This RICO Act allowed them to capture all of them, took them all out. So when people say, oh, nothing's happening, no, it has to be this way. So from watching that, for me now, the World Wide Web was created to capture them all. Then on to Bitcoin. Bitcoin was created by John McAfee to capture them all. And what was Bitcoin used for initially in around 2012-13? The dark web, a playground for criminals, and the worst stuff on it is so dark that people don't know how to get onto it. So every criminal thinks that they're now in control. They caught them all. And so for me, the digital currencies, I don't see that's going to be, it's worthless. And another thing to pay attention to, I'm not a financial man, and people challenge me all the time. Go and look at the one truth that you've got throughout this is Donald Trump. He has an acquisition company called DWAC. It went up a lot the other day, and the announcement he's got on the 15th, you'll see it's just going to shoot up. And it's the one thing that you can guarantee, because the acquisition company has Truth Social on it, which is the #1 app now in the world. It has Rumble partnership with that. It also has his management company, and he's going to acquire all the companies that are about to come crashing down. So on the presentation
Donald
that I
will
did, you'll
arrest
see
criminals.
how Trump is effectively the treasury of the whole world. So if he's in control of all of this, then it makes sense to pay attention to that. So everything else, there's no certain, I can't find any solid proof. And people mention about XLM and XRP because of all the systems and the banks. They've got the new IPO 2020. However, all the banks are crashing. So putting all your faith into a system that's going to crash, it would challenge people, but that's just my truth on that one. And I try to stay out of it because if you pay attention to the executive orders, we're all going to be abundant with money anyway. So we won't have money as the legal system, so is time, and they both come crashing down.
Yeah, and that's
Watch Fear City on Netflix.
Well, for me, the stuff I've looked in